Hello, I'm Kelly from Nizra. Today we are going to make a fun and easy slime recipe. This recipe hopefully is made with stuff that you already have around the house to prevent you from having to go out special. So the ingredients that you'll need are just a bowl and a spoon, some regular school glue. I only had about a quarter of a bottle or so I'm going to just adjust the recipe for the rest of my ingredients. A whole bottle of glue is 4 ounces, and that's what the recipe is written for. The recipe can be found at the bottom of the video. In addition to the glue, you'll also need some contact solution. Any normal saline solution will work. Some baking soda and food coloring if you'd like. Food coloring is not necessary, just optional, makes it a little bit more fun. You could also add in glitter or anything else that you think might be interesting to add to your slime. I made a sample of the slime so you can see here. It's nice and stretchy, but it's also pretty neat for your hands. So that's kind of nice for people who maybe don't like to have messy hands. Okay, so I went ahead and emptied my glue bottle into my bowl. That takes a minute, so I just went ahead and did that ahead of time. So go ahead and empty your whole glue bottle or as much glue as you'd like to spend into your bowl. Next, we're going to add in a ½ tablespoon of baking soda. Like I said, I'm a little bit low on glue, so I'll do a little bit less than that. Okay, so I have my ½ tablespoon. I'm just going ahead and dump that right into my slime and then give that a good stir with my spoon. All right, get it all nice and stirred in so that you don't see any more of that white powder in the glue. Alrighty, once you're done with that step, you can go ahead and add your extra ingredients like your food coloring or your glitter or crayon shavings or anything like that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 drops and we'll see what color that makes. Parents, this is kind of a fun opportunity to play with color mixing, you know, like what color does red and yellow make together, that type of thing. If we're getting a little bit bored from e-learning, maybe this is a good opportunity to sneak some of that in there. Okay, so now I have my slime, glue, and baking soda and food coloring mixed up really good. All right, so you can see it's kind of a nice bright green color, but again, any color will work. If you don't have food coloring, white is perfectly fine. All right, next up, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of contact solution. Okay. All right, and this is kind of where the science happens. Once you add the contact solution into the glue is when the mixture starts to come together. So I emptied that in. Now I'm going to stir, stir, stir. And you can see as you start stirring, the glue kind of gathers up into a big blob. That contact solution kind of pulls it all together. And then you end up with kind of a sticky blob of slime. The more you work it, the neater it is for your hands. So again, for maybe people who don't like to have messy hands, stir it up a little bit more with your spoon before you grab it with your hands. All right, almost there. Now, I'm gonna just grab it with my hand. It feels a little bit sticky at first, but the more you work it, the less sticky it gets, and you'll be able to just sort of get it right off your fingers with your hands. If it's still too sticky, you can add a little bit more contact solution and it will get a little bit more firm. The one I made yesterday is definitely more firm than the one I just made. So as it dries, it will get a little bit more firm, but it will last for a few days as you go along. So you can see as I've worked my slime a little bit, it's already a lot less sticky than when I first picked it up. And my hand is nice and neat still. So again, for people who don't like messy hands, this is a nice, good slime recipe. And you can see it's a pretty good size amount of slime, even though I only had about a quarter of a bottle of glue. Hope you had fun making slime. Maybe post your pictures on our Facebook page to see what you came up with. Thanks for joining me.